Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson off by giving all the honor, all the praise, and infinite glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Chaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the Akim, starting with the 144,000 men, elect men that are pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Our peace and blessings to the remnant, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, consisting of men, women, and children that have repented to turn their hearts back to the Father, keeping the commandments to the best of their abilities and rehearsing the righteous acts. All right. Peace and blessings be unto you and your household. All right. So, hey, this is some exciting news. Okay. This is breaking news. As of December 30th. All right. So only 5 days ago. All right. It says Europe could accept Brics currency in 2024. All right. Now, the question is, how likely is this? So according to prophecy, pursuant to Revelations, the 17th chapter, and I'm going to pull it out, Lord willing. But it talks about how the 10 horns shall hate the whore. OK, so this is some exciting news that could definitely take place within the next, few months. So it's definitely something to be aware of. All right. Paying attention to. OK, because we all know through the spirit that everyone is trying to get rid of the U.S. dollar. They're trying to de-dollarize the dollar. It has no value. All right. It's just a Federal Reserve note. It's not backed by silver and gold. OK, that was, that ended back in 1964. All right. I want to say it was it Nixon or who was it? I forget who the president was, Salakia, for that. But needless to say, it was no longer backed by gold. All right. As of 1964. OK, and then, it just became a Federal Reserve note. All right. Whereas I want to say that the BRICS nations, the currency that they're trying to use or try to implement is and will be backed by silver and gold. OK, which a lot of countries are transitioning over to. All right. But yet Babylon, the U.S. is trying to hold on to what it has. All right. Salakia. Let me just make an adjustment on my settings. OK, so Salakia, Europe could accept BRICS currency in 2024. Amid the overarching de-dollarization plans, the BRICS alliance has recently stated its currency is an answer for a world tired of the U.S. dollar. All right. They're tired of the U.S. dollar. They're tired of dealing with the U.S., making trades, giving the U.S. power, they're tired and they're fed up. It says a handful of countries in Africa, Asia, Latin America, and Europe are looking to end reliance on the dollar and promote BRICS or their native currencies. With the recent expansion of BRICS and more members expected to join in 2024, could we see Europe accept BRICS and its currency in 2024? Now, we know that the European Union, okay, falls under, NATO, okay? So if the EU or Europe, okay, takes on this form of currency, what does that say about the NATO countries? Okay, maybe they will follow along. Maybe there's a strong possibility that NATO will join BRICS, or NATO will accept the currency, all right, and get rid of the dollar, and leave the dollar to, these Babylonians over here. All right. Who knows? Only time will tell, right? It says, will Europe accept Brics currencies in 2024? The U.S. and the EU are leading opposers of Brics and the bloc's mission. However, many countries in the rest of the world are in support of Brics and support the idea of the Brics currency overshadowing the U.S. dollar. It says the past summer, South African Brics ambassador Anil Suklal confirmed that European countries have expressed interest in joining Brics. Now, why is that? Why all of a sudden the European countries are showing interest to joining this country or these nations that are trying to overthrow the Babylonian power structure, if you will. Okay. Puts it into question. It says Suklal did not reveal the names of the European nations, but hinted that a global financial change was brewing. Okay, because they're starting to see the decline of the U.S. dollar. All right. How when, they're about to spike up interest rates, okay, to the point where businesses are going to have to lay off employees. All right, because, you got to factor in business loans and things of that nature. Well, if the interest rates are sky high and through the roof, what do you have to do to compensate? You got to let people go. OK, because they have to pay off these employees. But if they can get rid of them, they could, reserve some of those funds to add towards paying off their business loans and things of that sort. OK, but what happens to that? Businesses over time will slowly start to fail. OK, because they're trying to upkeep of the business. All right. And over a matter of time, it'll get so bad that, hey, it'll just go under. OK, because interest rates are not going to go down anytime soon. Now, they may say that it could go down for, a time frame or a duration of time. But in the long run, that's not how it's going to play out. OK, they give everybody a false hope. OK, in a sense to, invest your money in the S&P, the Dow Jones, the Russell 2000. All right, things of these nature, these businesses, these establishments. Now, don't get me wrong. There will be some that will be able to uphold the level of interest because, of the amount of money that it's accrued over decades. But a crash is coming. The fall of the U.S. dollar is coming. The economy will soon fail. It's inevitable. All right. And these countries are very aware of this taking place. OK, it says, since this statement, Brics has expanded its bloc, inviting new members to join, including Egypt, the UAE, and Saudi Arabia. No European nations have been invited to join or accept any invitations to join Brics. However, expansion is bound to continue in 2024. Therefore, the first European nation outside of Russia may look to join. OK, so here you have someone in the EU, the European Union, these European countries, all right, that are looking to join Brics. And that says a lot. All right. That says a lot. All right. It says opposingly, Russia and China's involvement in Brics may be the biggest motivator for the European nations not to join. With Russia's ongoing war in Ukraine, as well as China's continuous battle with the West, Europe may look to stay on the side of the West and oppose Brics and its currency, despite the alternative being the U.S. greenback reigning supreme. OK, but that's not going to happen. All right. Eventually, they're going to fold. It says throughout the year, discussions of a Brics currency have been prominent. They have been combined with the overall de-dollarization effects of the alliance. However, from its perspective, the work that the bloc is committed to is not driven out of its self-interest, Conversely, the alliance believes it is answering a call from a world tired of the US dollar. All right. So, hey, man, this is definitely something to be paying attention to. All right. Let me just see what kind of news, what other news is tying into this. Just through the spirit, I just want to, just check. Let's see. Europe joining. Let's see what comes up. All right. Oh, wait, here's another one. 4 days ago. Let's see what the overall, it says. Okay, we were at that. Yep. Yeah, so it's the same thing, right? Prospects of European acceptance of BRICS currency. BRICS aims to challenge the dominance of the US dollar. European nations have shown interest in joining BRICS. The expansion of BRICS includes in influential countries like Egypt, UAE, and Saudi Arabia. Now, Saudi Arabia has got a lot of oil, okay? It's got a lot of oil. So if they're transitioning over to the BRICS currency, that is the yen or the yuan or whatever it's called, all right, in form of trade, what do you think that's going to do for oil for America? Okay, we're going to have to utilize our own oil resources here in this place in America versus using the main hub for oil. All right. Now, if that's the case, obviously there's limitations to that. You'll have to, cut down on certain operations in terms of, transporting goods or shipping goods across the country or shipping goods across the world, because you got to fuel trucks, you got to fuel, ships and boats. Okay. And that's not to include the standard operations of just business in general throughout, America. Okay. It's going to be an inflation. Gas prices are going to be inflated here in the next few months. All right. It says acceptance of BRICS currency in Europe could signal a major shift in global financial power. Look at that. All right. Now that we all know that, the global agenda, all right, is to have a currency in the form of a CHIP, a charagma, a digital form of currency, all right, that's going to be put in people's hands or in their heads, right? We know that's the end all be all, but in terms of, before, all right, the missiles, okay, before the destruction of Babylon, that has to be enforced, all right? But hey, this is a way to catapult that prophecy, all right? This is what's going to project, the pushing of the CHIP. European interest in BRICS. All right, we read that. Despite no formal invitations yet, the possibility remains for Europe to join BRICS in 2024. A global financial change is brewing with the BRICS at the forefront. De-dollarization in the BRICS currency. BRICS countries are actively working towards de-dollarization. The alliance is not self-serving, but responds to global frustration with the U.S. dollar's dominance. Discussion about BRICS currency have been ongoing throughout the year. All right, but hey, you see it. All right, live and direct. All right. So, Europe may adapt the BRICS currency by the end of 2024. Definitely something to be paying attention to, man. All right, so let me get this. Revelation chapter 17 and verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes of nations and tongues. And the 10 horns, all right, the 10 horns referring to the EU, the European Union, formerly known as European Economic Committee, if I'm not mistaken, or European Economic Community or something like that. Okay, that's the 10 horns that the 10 horns resemble, or they you know what it represents. It says, in the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall he eat her flesh and burn her with fire. How is it going to be burned? By fire, by way of launching the intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay, because of them joining Brics. All right. So that was a prophecy that was always in question. When was Europe? When was Europe? When was Europe going to? We knew it was going to come, but hey, we're seeing it. We're seeing this prophecy unfold right before us, man. This just came out 4 days ago. All right. It says, for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. Okay. And who is the beast? The beast is referring to the NATO. Okay. In those NATO countries. All right. The beast, the dragon with the 7 heads. All right. The beast system. Okay. Let me get, because this is what eventually it's going to come down to. Let me just get straight to the point. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now, we could very well see this being implemented, okay, very soon. Possibly when Europe decides to join Brics, if and when that happens, then that may give Babylon or America the green light to go ahead and cause some kind of event. Brothers have been going into the Black Swan event. Well, this could definitely be something, that they try to do. All right. Cause the grid to somehow go out. People not having access to their money. All right. Complete chaos in the streets. And then what? They're going to try to bring out their own form of currency. Who knows? I'm just speculating through the spirit. But, it's essentially going to be a global thing. But leading up, the things that are leading up to this, man, it's made evident, man. It's clear as day. Right? That's why Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, reads, the vision is yet for an appointed time, and at the end, it shall speak. You see? It's speaking. Right? Let's get, I'm just hitting the main scriptures. Let's get 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. And he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. All right. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Didn't we just have an earthquake starting off January 1st in Japan, in Ammonite land? All right. There was another earthquake that just took place in New York early this morning. Okay. So, hey, man, the Lord is visiting Babylon the Great, man. He's visiting this place. He's visiting the world, the earth. All right. And we're seeing these signs. We're seeing the evidence that the Lord is putting before us, man, all through the Spirit. All right. So, hey, man, we're getting close. We're getting close. Lord willing, this be the year, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and we're just sitting back, eating our popcorn, watching the world go to shit. Excuse my French. Watch the earth go up into flames, while we trust in the Lord. Okay. But hey, Europe may adopt Brics currency by 2024. Something definitely pay attention to, Akim. All right, so hey, with that, Lord willing, it was an edifying lesson. So I'd like to give our honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. And until next time, Shalom.